Hey guys, how's it going? Shay from That Student Life Australia. Now the people have spoken, Snapchat chose the video I was doing today, and the topic is, obviously, study tips. Why don't most of them work? Now this is a funny question because obviously me and Nick run a study skills YouTube channel where we give study tips, little tips and tricks that can help you actually get through. Now, why don't most of them work? It's pretty simple. It's because those things that we show you, those little bits of extra help, those little edges, those little advantages you can use to get across the line, it's only maybe 10% of actually succeeding at school, succeeding academically, or really succeeding in anything. What people forget to tell you is what all these study channels, these Instagram accounts with 100,000 followers, and they all post pretty little pictures of perfectly highlighted and coloured notes with perfect handwriting. What all those people forget to tell you is that 90% of all success just comes from grunt work, from sitting down for hours on end and doing boring, simple stuff like handwriting your notes out. Don't need to worry about highlighters or cute coloured textures. Just writing them out, reading them over and over again until you can memorise them off by heart. Writing essays and handing them into your teacher and then getting a bad mark and then handing it in again and then getting a decent mark. And then handing it in again and getting a good mark and then leaving it there. The actual success, the real knowledge, the real talent, the real skill academically just comes from banging your head against the wall until you break through. Like, there's no way to cheat. You can't do it overnight. You can't study for 10 exams in 10 minutes. There's no easy way around it. All the tips that you'll see out on the internet, all those little, study hacks and stuff, some of them are alright, some of them are really even helpful, but to even get to being able to use that effectively, you've got to be putting in the work. You can't fool yourself into thinking that you can turn what should be 4 weeks worth of 4 hours a night studying, that sort of success level, you can't mould that into 48 hours one weekend. It just doesn't work like that, and if it did, it wouldn't be fair. So, pretty much guys, the message I want to send to you guys in this video is don't get super hung up on all these little details, these little tips and tricks, and if your notes aren't perfect, you can't do it, or like if you don't have a certain type of thing going on, a certain type of setup, a certain type of desk, computer, whatever, doesn't matter. All you need is textbooks, maybe some pens and some paper. And you need lots and lots of time and hard work. And it's super boring and it's super unromantic, but that's what real success is like. It's not a highlight reel. You've got to be there each and every day and you've got to actually put in the work. So basically, as I said, this video, 10% of all the stuff is really those little tips, tricks, those hacks, those ways you can make it, studying, smarter, not harder, all that sort of stuff. 90% at least is just sitting down, staying there until you get what you need to get done. So put the time in the chair, put the effort in, don't blame anyone else, don't blame your teacher, don't blame your IQ, don't blame anything. Hard work can overcome like 99% of things from my experience. I mean, the reason Nick and I did well in the HSC, have done well at university, it's not because we have pretty notes or because we've used 9 highlighter colours to make our notes or anything like that. It's because Nick gets up at 4 AM in the morning and studies, and I study till 4 AM all night. So it's just about putting the time in the chair. That's how we do it. That's how everyone I know who has ever succeeded academically before, or in anything in general, has done it. We may like to post pretty pictures about the highlight reel, like the stuff that's actually interesting that people want to watch, people want to click, double tap like on, but the real stuff, the real progress, super boring, super dry, but super necessary. So get out and do it yourself, work hard, that's 90%. Once you tick that off, then you can start using the tips properly. You can actually start seeing an effect. So work hard.